First things first, congratulations on the win, going 2-0 on the season. Down by 11 in the first half, team kind of rallied back. What'd you like from your team to come back, overcome that deficit in the first half, and head into halftime with the lead?
Well, most of that was Qon Murphy hitting threes, to be honest with you. Qon, we've challenged him on the – we always knew he was a great offensive player. He can handle, he can pass, he can shoot, he can do everything you want in a 6'5" guy. We've challenged him a lot defensively, and I thought in the first half he guarded. I thought he rebounded. I thought he made some big shots for us, and that kind of kept us in the game when other guys were really struggling to get their offense going.
Oh, that's a great segue to Qon to have a couple early fouls yesterday, so not get as many minutes total. To come out today and have the performance that you did in the short amount of minutes. What is that like for you to come out and perform in one of your first games with the team?
Yesterday was frustrating because of the fouls, like you said, but I just knew I had to come out today and be aggressive. And then when we were down early, I knew that I had to come in and play a part and just play a part.
Get a spark.
Yeah, give us a spark.
Give us a spark,
Yeah, it was just a lot going on. So I just wanted to be good for my team and a win.
Two really tough games, gritty games down the stretch. To see that this young team, as we talked about, has that potential to have that fight down the stretch the last couple minutes and still be able to pull it out late. What optimism does that give you for the rest of the season?
I'd say optimism and frustration at times. I think there's some really good plays we make during heated contests, some hustle plays, a rebound, a shot, a loose ball that you're really, really optimistic, you're really excited about, and then you have other plays that you get really frustrated with. But you try to, as much as the frustration happens, I don't think anyone ever really questions these guys' effort. These guys fight, and regardless of the result, I'm proud of the way we fought the last two games, as close as they were. We've just got to keep growing up, and that's what I told them in the locker room. We were nowhere near a finished product. Guys tonight didn't play well that played great last night, and guys that played great last night didn't play great tonight. I mean, we're hoping at some point if we can continue to develop our maturity, our growth together, that we have a chance to be pretty special if we continue to develop that growth. And it's a big if, but I'm hoping that as a team, as a program, that we can do that.
Bradlee, your defense and the team's defense over the last couple of days looked really good, a lot of steals over the course of this conference challenge. So what emphasis has there been on the defense leading into the season, into these first couple of games?
Well, defense and rebounding is our identity. So, if you do that, well, you're most likely to stay on the court. So I just try my best to play the best defense I can.
Yeah, a solid team effort all around. And headed on the road for a couple of road games. Are you excited to see your team on the road, see their first road test this season?
I mean, I'm not really excited to go where we're going. Fayetteville State is a tough place to play. I mean, I was telling the guys in the locker room, it's one of the toughest environments you can play. And then going down to see a Columbus State team that's an perennial NCAA tournament power. So it's not an easy next couple games, but I'm hoping that the lessons we learned from our last two games, like I talked about before, we can grow from them, we can improve, and then we can go into a tough environment like Fayetteville State and be able to show that growth, show or not show that growth.
2 games into the season, this question's really for all of you, but what have you learned from this team 2 games in?
We can be very special if we come together and cut down on the little mental errors. It could be really special.
I feel one thing that help us develop over time is just trusting one another. Once we start trusting one another, then I feel like that's when we start progressing.
Okay.
Qon, go ahead.
Speaking of what Ted said, it's a new group and a lot of guys in a new situation. So I feel like just building that trust and camaraderie with each other is going to take us to the next level. We got a lot of guys that can score, play defense like pass. We a lot of guys that can do a lot of things. And I just feel like, if we put it all together, we can be a definite problem.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.